Everybody, welcome back to Tech Warfare with me, Sid, episode 65. And for starters, apologies, didn't do a stream at the weekend. As I did say in the tweet, I'd had one hell of a week at work. Sometimes you have those weeks where you just, every day, you just absolutely wiped out at the end of it. And then I had to drive down to take my lad back to his place on the Saturday. So, yeah, I was just worn out. So, we didn't stream. But I've not been idle. First things first, I have sorted, except for that one. Don't look at that one. Nope, not there. There. I have sorted most of these chests out. There's kind of a bit of a mess going on in a few of them, but we are more or less now at the point of I'm not going to do any more, put it that way. We've got all the redstones in there, all the potatoes are in there, jacket potatoes, carrots. That should be a mixed bag. That's all the woods. We've got apples, steaky, porky chop, all the tools. Over here is one or two enchanted books. I've moved a lot of the wool and eggs into barrels, so lots of storage, lots of things put away over here. What do we have? That was there. Wheat, iron, and again assorted stuff, coal, charcoal, and yeah, not gone mad, but I have sorted most of it. The problem is as fast as I'm sorting it, these bookers are coming in and doing stuff. Now, look, seriously, you just need to just wake up. Come on, off you go. Shoot. Right, there we go. Now, the other thing I have done is night time, so, not a problem. And I've not done it everywhere, but I've made a start. I started bringing the decoration out on these walls, so I've started detailing around as far as here. Nothing major, just a little bit of twiddling. Let's go and just port straight over to the storeroom, where we've got my build box. So what I need to decide is a template for what I'm going to do today. What I want to do today is opposite the stables. I want to do a Cartwright. I think it's a Cartwright. There's someone who makes carts rather than a Wainwright, which I think is. I'm not even sure actually. I know there's. I'm going to have to go and double check this now. Hang on, Wayne. Right, what does Wainwright do? No, what was it? Oh yeah, same thing. Wainwright is architect. Wain, large wagon used for farm, and Wright, a worker or maker. There you go. Cartwright or a Wainwright are the same. Today we learned. Every day's a school day, as the wife is often keen to point out. And we are going to need, let's have a think. I'm going to go with... I'm going to actually go with spruce for the frame. I think we're going to go with some stone for a lot of this. I'm going to take a little bit of that as well, and a little bit of that. So again, working a palette, just kind of working out where we're going to go with some of that. I'm going to have a little bit more of that actually, because some of these things, you're never 100% certain where you want to take something. So, just think about your palette, think about what you're going to do, get something that looks passable. Worst case scenario, you can always just rip it down and start again. It's not a biggie, is it? So what have we got? If I'm going to take those. I think that will come in handy. Or maybe, let's do those for a change. Uprights, yep, we'll have some of those for definite. Right, let's have a look in rustic. We've got in rustic. Rope, but that doesn't really work very well for this. Key. Now I'm trying to think then what I want to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this clay wall. I don't think we need too much, and then I wonder if they can get reeds might be actually interesting for the roof. And the recipe on those is of course just sugarcane, so we can always go and get more of those, and we're working more over that way anyway. We're going to need to go and do a little bit of decker craft, but not too much. I would like to get a carpenter's work table, because again it's carpenter's place, isn't it? So let's have a look at dark. Right, let's have a think. What can we use from... Obviously we want that one, that's just oak logs, so we should be good for that. Have we got any oak in there? No, okay. Let's go and fix that problem. Just make sure we got a little bit of, plain old oak. Take a couple of those. So we got that going, and then... See, it's a shame you can't actually place these firewood things. Forge, right? I suppose we could take that. That's only a couple of bricks in. Let's have a look. Have I got any actual... I shouldn't have any bricks, but you never know. A couple of cracked stone. Well, that's easy, isn't it? Then we can do that to that. That makes life easy. And a piece of iron. And then where were we making you? On an anvil. Okay, so we need to do that over there. What else? Let's have a look. Actually, an anvil wouldn't be a bad call, would it? For a thing, head cutting block, probably not. All right, let's find this anvil. There's got to be some. Oh, iron tap. There's so many things in this that I've really not touched, and I'm probably missing out on something. And some of these, I've never managed to figure out how to place as well. It's one of those mods where it's just weird in so many aspects of everything it does. Wow, 32. Oh, that's expensive. Not really. Okay, so we're going to jump in there, we're going to make you, and we're going to craft that. Let me just return. Is there anything else? Grindstone, probably not. We can grab a couple of those and get that made. And we can place this down, and in there we should be able to make the one of those. Oh, 4 iron ingots. Why did I only think it was 1? Not a problem. There we go. Bang. Does that allow me to make anything? No recipes available, so it doesn't actually serve any kind of useful function, but who cares? That gives us some bits and pieces. Now, what else have we got? Anything kicking around over here? I don't think so. I might want some door. Let's go with that one. Then I'm not entirely sure what we got. Got stuff going on, all kinds of. Let me take those with me. I might want those. And we'll take a few walls because, might want those. Just kind of bouncing ideas around in your head at the moment. So, we've got the thatch, but I'm going for the reed on this one. So that's, in fact, there you go, reed stairs. We'll take those. Right, the next thing we need to do before we go any further is we need to have a look at these. So these are chest carts, the they basically are ancient warfare structures, similar to the boats, where you can make stuff, things even. So for example, you can make rough wood. Now I don't know how many Indians I need, I just need one set of those, so that's fine. And we don't even, these don't even need to be good things. We can make an equipment module. I think we only need one, and then we can make chests, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. I know there's one more in there, I just realised I walked away. Anything? 5, 6. Yeah, we need come on, don't be like that. 7, just shy 1. Okay, that's fine. I only really need, I think I actually probably should make 2 of these. Let's just do that then. Just realised that that is probably not going to hack it. We're almost certainly going to need twice as much. So I know we've got enough of those. We need another one of those. That's fine. And then we're going to need, no, we're going to need, that's 8, and then, damn you. Oh, bum. Hate it when it goes wrong like that. 16 of those, and that should allow me to make 1 and 2 of those. Excellent. Right, that's a start. Next stop is going to be the square, where we're going to jump over here and just grab a few bits and little bits and pieces. Nothing too major, but what I do want is, I think we'll just go with a couple of these empty, and then we probably need to just head down and grab some reeds out of the thing, but I'll see you over where I'm about to build in a moment. Now, they say that plans seldom go according, well, to plan. And here is a perfect example. So what we have got is I was just walking past here and I realised that the tree farms are hopelessly broke because the idiots can't chop down trees effectively. I wish I knew what that, I mean, you know, there's enough examples of tree chopping code out there. You know, there's tree capitator style things where, oh man, now I need to jump up there. Hang on, let me just, right. You know, so that could have been used as the basis for these guys' ability to chop down trees. You know, and then just really ramp down the amount of money, you know, you can make per sale or something. You know, just let them chop down the entire tree, but let them make it take longer. You know, there's any number of ways. Sorry, my got a frog in my throat. There's any number of ways that this could have been improved or done better, and for whatever reason, it's not. So, man, my throat does not want to let me in. If this tree looks a bit odd, by the way, I suppose I've been slicing the top off for I've been chiseling at it. But we do need to head out somewhere. We need to go and look for a cow beastie, because I only have one and there's none in the area, so we are definitely into the realms of needing a wee cow beastie and to repopulate our cow pen. And while I'm remembering, This is absolutely probably the worst place to look for a cow, but you know, it's what we got, so we just kind of have to live with it to some degree. Yeah, so I'm just going to get that, and then I've explained why I got the leads, so I can bring one back with me. I hope, if I can find one. And I'll be back in a second. Alright, well, that wasn't fun. Even with leads, getting these guys around is painful. I could have blown them into a boat, but unfortunately sharks like to eat the cattle. So you kind of stuffed if you do, stuffed if you don't, really. I had to go, I'm trying to think, where was it? It was down here. So yeah, not as bad as it could have been. And he's only broke the lead about 4 times, so but I've been keeping my eye on that progress, because the last thing we want, I mean, look at him, he's walking back there again, and he's even glitching in the floor this time. Now, come on, come up, there we go. Right, you should be able to navigate these stairs. Come on, Mr. Cow. Or Mrs. Cow. Well, technically Mrs. Cow. Although they're all Mrs. Cows because they've all got the udders. Oh, well done. It's only taken a full Minecraft day. Well, almost. Hang on. Still there? Come on. Yes, you're going to have a full life. Full old life there, living in the town. Now, I'm wondering whether to actually put the cow in the pen, or whether I'm going to be better. Oh God, and the gates are closed. Letting the ranchers pick them up. Because in theory, they're supposed to pick up any animals around the place and take them back. I've not seen any evidence of them doing that, by the way. It's just a theory. Come on. And in here. Right, and then, yeah, we'll put it in the pen. Then the ranchers can get to work breeding them, can't they? And then we can finally get on with what I want to build, which is over this way anyway, so that's not a biggie. This is why I kind of went, oh yeah, I was supposed to do the cows, wasn't I? Yeah, there was definitely... I mean, the sheep are doing well, and the piggies. Just not so much the cows. Perfect. 2 cows. Right. Population restored. Time to get on with the building, in fact, and I will put that away. I didn't have them on me, so I had to go and grab them. So the build is over here next to the gates. I'm going to kind of set it back from here back into this. We'll dig this up a little bit, maybe even just make that a bit more cliffy, put some stone in, I don't know exactly. And it's going to complement the fact that over here that we have this stable, because obviously with the stable goes a Wainwright. Did one of the idiots just go out? Yeah. Why? Alright. So, in terms of what we're going to do, let's get a thing down. So we were going to go with, I decided to go with spruce, but I don't want to. In fact, let's not use all of the spruce. Let's get a crafting bench down, and also we'll have our bush box for good measure as well. I would like to do that because it gives us these spruce timber, which is just slightly darker looking, I think. And what we'll do is we'll start it maybe here. No, not like that. No. I think we'll start it, yeah, about In fact, let's go there. And then we'll come back over to about here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I wonder whether I can get away with this. Let's just try this. That's a gap of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we're going to really. Damn. I can bring it over 1, can't I? That'll kind of correct us a little bit. And then this will come back here. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll kind of bring it all the way back this way. And this will come back to, well, we might as well come all the way back to there. I mean, it's not like we haven't got the space, is it? So we got this going on here, and then onto the side, because we've still got a fair bit of space to go with this way. We can also then put a workshop, which would maybe start there. We'll bring it back to there. What is that or not? That's an even number. I suppose it doesn't matter, odd or even. It's all the same. So we can come over this way to say, maybe no, sod it. We'll go to there and we'll see how we can work around that, and that will come around to here. So we're going to have two things. We're going to have a cart shed, which will be that high, and then round the side we'll have the living quarters, and maybe some of the building, where the Wainwright actually does his work and lives. 2, 3, 4, and again we'll worry about that one in a moment. I'm just going to get to that's 4. So the idea is we'll have open fronted here, and the reason I left that like that is I did pack some walls, so I was thinking just like that, just to give it a little bit of texture on that side of things. Don't need a lot. Yeah, alright, let me just do a little bit of fertling around, get some of the basics down, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, apart from the fact it's raining, which is part of the course on this server, well, this pack was a server, now of course it's just a pack. So I've done I've framed out what I think is going to be the barn. This looks a little bit lopsided, and yeah, you're right, it is. I suppose the alternative is you bring it in. You can't bring the in one, you see, because it's just, this is the thing with the thing. So we got a roof going on the two sides of the thing, and then we got this bit. Now what I've done is I built the roof to start off with, and then I started filling in the roof, and then added the framing for the upper floor of the second part of this house. So this will be where the walls go here, and of course all of this lot needs to come out. That frees me up a few of these thatch blocks, which is not really that important, but I have got a little bit left of that before I totally run out. And then we need to frame this in and get a roof onto this, which it is going to go the other way, but I'm tempted. I am very tempted to use a different material for the roof of the... bum you, yeah. Did that on purpose. Where? Where? Where the hell is this stupid lumberjack? I don't know where. I think we're going to lose the lumberjack somehow. Because you got stuck. Right, this is a dead lumberjack. It's been alive for... Come on! Level 100 lumberjack. Sorry, level 66 lumberjack, but so stupid that they get stuck on a bloody... Oh well, c'est la vie. That's what I mean. If this mod has any fault, it's just with the pathfinding of the mobs. They are terrible. Anyway, enough bitching. Let me make a... I'm going to quickly sleep the night off. And I'm going to continue getting this roof done if I can. So I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, we have a roof. I need to chop out a few leaves and stuff, but I've tried where I could to keep... I actually need to put a few leaves in as well, to be fair. Let's go. Have I still got my shears? I have. I happen to know where there's a tree outside that I've been using for harvest. Oh, you got a baby. They're doing the jobs. Yeah, so there's a tree out there. We'll go and grab a few more leaves off of that. I think the majority of those leaves are actually oak anyway. So if I just pop up here and grab a quick slice off the top. And I suppose I also ought to stick a torch up here, because otherwise zombies are going to spawn, and those idiots, well, to be fair, they should be able to handle a zombie. I'm probably being a little bit unfair to them, but you know, they're going to end up getting stuck outside and dying again, which would be a right pain in the bum. So yeah, let's not give them the opportunity to do that. Hup. And hup. So armed with this, we should be able to just pull this across a wee bit here. I think that needs a little bit of help in the area down there. It looked a little bit odd, and maybe down there, and even maybe here as well. I'm getting a bit carried. If I'm not careful, I have a habit of getting carried away with the leafies, but we'll do that. I think that should be more than enough, just to give that a certain feeling of, you know, the tree and the house have grown to one together. Right, so let us always manage to try and kill myself there. There's some oaky leaves. Get rid of those. And those can go in there. Right, so what we need next is... I might as well just do it with the chisel. No. We're going to need a whole load of those. Going to need a few of those just to add in there. We're going to take a few of those, and I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that should have been those, and so there we go. They're the ones I want. Yes, and andesite bricks. Okay, and then that can just be ordinary bricks as well. So the majority of this ground floor structure is going to be ordinary stone brick. We'll take that out. We'll worry about the lighting in a wee bit, but we're going to get this all the way down as stone brick. And then what we'll do is we'll rip out some of the stone brick and replace it with the other blocks that I've put in my palette. This will be stone brick as well, except for that bit there, which will on both sides be a vent for airflow. That's fine. And then this floor here all the way around there will also be stone brick. So again, I've got that to do. Once you've got that, we're going to just, you know, take a few blocks out here and there. Maybe even one of the two of those, and just swap them up. So, you know, just go in with a cracked brick there. Perhaps we can get a little bit of that going in the house, and I could have sworn I just heard a witch. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, we'll whack in a little bit of this cobblestone, not too much, because again it just adds to the rusticness, and then also a little bit of that about the place. So that's the plan to get the basics down. We'll take a chisel to it, do some work as well. But let me get that done all the way around here, and again I should be back in a second. Alright, quick update. We have got a structure. It's simple enough. You know, you're coming in, we'll put a little courtyard area out here. We'll roughen all of this terrain up and obviously get rid of the grass and make this into mainly dirt. There is a doorway through into here. This will obviously have a floor with a double door. Floor in here, and up there we've got, you know, the old clay walls. Double door out here, and again, you know, stuff, things, hoofers even. I put this on the walls. This will become apparent later what I intend to do with that. But what I need to do now is largely, I think, come back here and just turn this into a working area. So this will be probably the fastest thing to do. That is a ugly bit though. Oh dear, I don't know what I'm going to do here. There's very little I can do with it. You know, it's the idea that the house is been evolving over time is very much there, and I am in favour. I do like it when you build something that you kind of, if you can make it appear to have a story of its life. So, you know, maybe there was a barn here for the two things, and the Wainwright lived somewhere else, and over time it became more successful and built this onto the side. You know, whatever it does, the story doesn't have to be perfect, nor does it have to be even realistic. It's just properties reflect their owners. You know, over the years, owners, the people who own the properties will will change them. They become unique in some respects. Well, not in some respects, in all respects, in fact. And we need to take more of this grass out of here. There won't be that much in. You know, and so to have a property which is sterile and has no imperfections, nothing wrong with it, you know, no changes, nothing out of the ordinary, is at the very least unrealistic. So that's what we're doing. We're going to try to make this somewhat indeed. They're just these NPCs. I'll be interested to see when we finally draw this season to a close and move on to another pack with different mods. Say, as I say, I'm Mine Colony. I don't know what it'll be. I don't know what style of building we'll have. I'm trying to think. I think it might be Mine Colony, that where the actual villagers have their own style in the first place, which in itself is going to be interesting. I don't know why it's playing silly sort of like that. Interesting. But that could be quite challenging, because then the game will set a style, and the villagers obviously adopt that style as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. That's a conversation for another time in the future, when we actually have something to work on and we're not actually working on this. But until then, I need to continue this up. So again, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we've got this in. We have now got a floor and a ceiling and glass in here. These windows need shutters. We're going to use the teal wood that we actually use for the floor in that building. I don't know whether I'm going to get that upstairs decorated. It's not essential, but at some point I'll probably come back and do it. Just put a bit of furniture in. It's just deco craft mainly. So we got that in. Now what we do need to do is over here, where am I? You are my... I'm not entirely sure on this one. Actually, no, it does. It has a certain je ne sais quoi. Although I think we'll just do it as a single. Yeah, we'll just do a single on these. No. And there. And then up there. We'll still keep it. We'll keep it to singles. But they definitely. Oh, damn it. Okay, it doesn't matter. We can use. It's not like we can't use it, is it? After all, it's leaf. I mean, I tend to use leaves pretty much all the time. So, hup, hup, and then finally hup, 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 hup. So I think that does lend itself to that design quite nicely. Again, it just adds a splash of colour where you otherwise wouldn't have it, which is in itself useful. Now this stuff here, I'm going to do these onto... you're not going to go on there, are you? No. Doesn't matter, you can have one on the front, and I think, can I get away with... Yeah, we'll do them to the side, that works. And maybe there as well, not there, but maybe there as well. Any mileage for this bit? It doesn't hurt, I suppose. Now here I'm going to do the same one there. We'll do this here, because again it just gives a kind of a story to a structural support plan. I'm going to stick these, I'm not going to do the window boxes this time. We'll just put them outside like that. Ooh, no, back. There, that'll do. Now the other questions, and I think I am going to do this, is whether I want to, I've got some blocks, so we'll use you, whether I want to do the same kind of technique and just wear this a little bit in places. Like there, perhaps, maybe down there. Just not going mad, but just taking a few. I'm going to take a few of these out from behind here, I think. And then we'll place these back. And again, I am coming back to these. I haven't forgotten about them. Cryptic clues. We'll do a bit there. Again, don't go mad. This is, I think, that certainly one of the problems I see in a lot of builds. I'm not going to do them on the. I'm going to just do them on the outside again. It gets messy when you do inside and outside. So just who's getting stressed about what and where? That sounded closer than. No? Alright. Definitely did sound closer. Right, we'll get the get this finished and then we can move on to some other bits of stuff and things and nonsense. Yeah, that works there. Bit off of that and we'll shave a bit there. Again, don't want to go too mad. Right, so armed with all of that, we can put some flowers in there, which we'll do in a moment. But what we need to throw down next is, I think we're going to have to. I'm going to throw, if I can anyway. This is 2, isn't it? It's not really. It's not going to work in there. Let's. Let's pop that down there, it'll come. And again, I'm kind of putting these around because things like this forge is going to be a bit of an odd one because it really does not fit. But that's fine, we'll live with it. Let's stick a couple of shelves in, we can get this work table in there. That gives us kind of a thing to be going on with. We'll grab some visible light, then we'll put one there and one there. I think they're not necessary, but they make the thing feel, you know, proper rather than big. So we've got a whole load of stuff going on here. So this is things. Now these, again, do I? You know what? These idiots are going to starve to death trying to get through here. So I am going to have to do this, I think. It's going to pain me to do it, but we'll take that out now. If we F7, we should see that that is still okay. We can take that out and pop that one down. That can just go in there, and we are going to block this off. And now, with the exception of them being idiots on this thing, they can't get through there. I don't know why they get stuck on this. Just normal. Just breathe it away. Just ignore it. It will go away. It'll go away on its own. I'm going to have a bit of that. One of them. We'll have both of those. There are some red poppies, some gladioli, some of that, some of that. Oops. and some of those. Let's just go and put those in, and then I'm going to come back to this bit, and then I'm going to call this done, I think, with the exception of the upstairs. But let's throw that down, bit of that, one of them there. We can stick you in there. We'll have a little bit of gladioli there and over there. We'll have one of them there, some of that there, bit of that over there, and maybe there, because we've got plenty of them, and maybe one of them. And then the other thing we need to do is just roughen up this and make this more pathy. Oops. You know what, we can. There is actually a technique here that I can use. First off, let's get those back to that. And we can come in with you and shovel, 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 shovel. And that'll do. Right, this thing here. I need to go and get some oak, and I'll need my chisel and bits. But first things first, get rid of everything here. Little bit of oak and one of these. So if I pop that down there, and I get the oak, the texture is definitely not going to match. Now, what happens if I try a piece of stripped oak? It is closer in texture. It's not going to match. I know it's not going to match, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going to take this all the way back. No, we're going to undo that. And we're going to take that all the way back to there. Again, it's not perfect because this is obviously not that. But that's fine, because then we're going to come in here and we're going to chop out that one and that one. Then we'll take a connected texture and we'll go back that way and that way and that way and that way. Then we're going to leave a gap of 2. This is no, undo. This is fun. So we can just come out here, and again we've connected texture there and there and there. So basically what you can see, what I'm actually trying to do here is mirror this as a block. So let me get that done. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm going to finish this off. So let's get that. That is our chiseled bit. So we're going to take that out and place that in. And you can see it blends in fairly well. It's not perfect. This much I do know, but we're going to come out and take most of this lot out. And then we are going to take this and we're going to go in placement mode. We are going to replace all of those. And that is pretty much that bit. And then we're going to grab some of this and we are going to go into connected textures, and we're going to come up all the way over on this lot. That's a gridded window, so that's fine. And we are, oops, hello. We're just going to plaster green all over this wall, using this as a trellis to be, well, green, you know. It's what it's supposed to be. This is a creeping trellisy kind of hoofer affair. Now again, that one is not a thing, and we'll deal with those in a moment. So, but we can we don't even really need to worry about the fact that this is very square in places, because it kind of lends itself, especially when you're just plastering the bits on the edges in a perfect fashion, and also going, it's interesting, we can do that, can't we? Maybe not that, but we can go into the actual gaps I've made, which kind of adds a little bit of interest, though. Rip. So yeah, that gives us, I think, quite a reasonable finish. Now what I could do is chisel and bits, what's the word I'm looking for here? I could chisel and bits flowers into that. However, I'm disinclined to do so. I've done it before. I did it on, I can't remember, it was a Hobbit Hole. That's just, I'm trying to remember what season that was, or series that was, and it is not going in well. Okay, that, and that can go away. Perfect. So is there anything else I need to do? I think we can definitely need to throw a bit of bamboo, or we can never go wrong with a bit of bamboo now. A little bit of fungus, just a few plants around, then throw a bit of bone meal just to kind of tidy it up. Maybe even a little bit of oak leaf. We'll just do that then, we don't need a lot. And I've got a feeling that's a desert one. Yeah, grab that, one of them. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just get this bit done and I shall be back with you in a sec. Alright, I think that about does it. Let me show you what we got. So I've really gone to town with the foliage. I've added some more trees into the village. So there's definitely denser foliage in and around here now, and obviously all of these paths are done. There's still a little bit of work to do over there. I'm just trying to find a good position for a screenshot. Let's go for that. Yeah, so there's still some work to do on some of these paths. Are a little bit sparse still. The bamboo I love, but I also realise it does kill people. You know, remember, guns don't kill people, bamboo does. Actually no, but guns do as well. It is starting to feel, to me, very much complete over that side. I'm just looking at the map here, and if we, with the exception of the outside area which we need to do, all of this right over to here, the little tiny bit there, all of this is done. Completo, finito, done, dusted, over with. Just over here, these areas to do, and over there. Yeah, it's getting there, guys. I think we're starting to get to a point where I'm getting almost happy to call it done. Which will be sad, because it's always sad to finish a series, but it's also fun because it means I can move on to new things and new ideas and new toys. Yeah, let's see how we go, shall we? I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm really liking this. It's starting to definitely feel like a settlement. Well, I mean, it's been feeling like it for a while, actually. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. All been well, streaming this week on Sunday. Obviously, I will tweet if anything changes. Given the workload at work at the moment, it's entirely possible. But we'll see how we go. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. And bye for now.